Hello.
Yeah. So, half party adventure, I guess.
Who's ready
We
for
got another one!
who's ready for everything and nothing to happen this
Mm.
session?
Honestly, last time we did this, we stumbled onto a major plot point in a city overrun with undead, so,
Yeah, that was us stumbling forward in the plot regardless of the amount of people we had on with us.
yeah, but funnily enough, it still happened when it was just two.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see what happens now.
Plus a cat and a L'Oreal.
Yeah, plus a cat and a L'Oreal.
So, recap.
Last time, there was a lot of question and answer sessions as we tried to get to the bottom of, hey, you guys are all powerful, or at least very powerful. Got any ideas for dealing with this horde of undead? Nemia summoned a pit fiend called Ophis, asked who or what is behind the undead, and he doesn't know, but the answer may be behind the Fellgate, according to him. Lena sort of summoned, asked for help from the Raven Queen. She has no answers. Everything is shrouded, even though it shouldn't be given her nature and domain. But she does know that there is a story of long ago immortal ascending, drawing attention of a bunch of heroes through meddling and making a mess of things. And they fought him and shattered his mind. There's some ancient secrets in his ramblings, even in his insanity. He's imprisoned somewhere real secret that the Norns had a hand in doing this. So if we can find one of them, they can get us to him. Apparently one of us is already on the path to meeting up with one of the Norns, so the consensus there is basically keep doing what you're doing, it's gonna work out. And Killian went to talk to the sprites in the mountain. They don't like the Ice Queen, but knowing Artagan's name got his attention at least. Also Nemia doesn't count as important to them as of yet because Nemia is not like declared aside or something like that. Anyway, we did manage to negotiate some help for favors in the future from Killian and I think from Nemia. So that's where we left off. Kind of, the sprites kicked us out of their glen. We're like, we've had enough of you. Get lost. So we got lost. Um, yeah, that's all we got.
As a
Yeah.
side note, I really like the persistent like dichotomy that some of the characters have. Like there's Lena with like being Lena or like going back to what she was, and there's whole like Nemia choosing like between the Fae and the Devil, and then Killian just kind of sits on the side and just like, oh, I think you should do this. Like taking any and all um any and all brooding on the subject out of it. I don't know, it's just fun.
So, you have your paths. Um, Bastion has gone to aid the misplaced people that are now traveling within um, L'Oreal's pocket dimension. Um,
Probably doing that just to avoid us in case we get any more cliff ideas.
um, a lot of you can, make your way back to the monastery. Um, it is, let's see, I have completely lost track of time.
That's okay. We were talking to fairies. Who knows?
Mm. So
Nemi and
I
Bastion,
would,
no, you're walking off screen. Sorry.
um, I would say it is sometime afternoon. Reasonable assumption. Um, any major traveling is not going to be done today. It is already too late to begin that. So, basically, the lot of you has time to go about whatever business you may want to hold.
Lena just looks at the monastery as Nemia and Bastion disappear inside and just don't feel like going back inside. Want to go hunt something?
What do you have in mind?
I don't know, whatever's out here.
Should we go ask him what's out here? So we know what to look for. Or are we just gonna wander off into the middle of the cold and stab the first thing we see?
Honestly, probably the latter. Let's make it a surprise.
Sounds good.
Yeah. We'll wander off into the cold and stab the first thing we see.
That, of course.
Look, if you see a werewolf, it's probably that kid again.
Mhm. So,
Okay, fair enough. First thing that looks like dinner or charges us.
so, you know that. Ooh, sorry, hold on. Ooh, let me actually get you looking at the right thing. Okay. The monastery itself, used to be a dwarven stronghold. This safe house, way high up in the mountains, theoretically safe from a lot of different things. Sorry. But it's not completely intact. There are pieces of it that have, that have been broken off. Parts of it have just toppled and kind of, down the side of the mountain. You see, some pieces, large chunks of stone that look like they could have once been part of the um, monastery itself. Random chunks you can catch scattered like down the mountain from it. Who would be familiar with dwarves? Just make a history check.
History check.
That's fitting. That's fitting. So, Lena, you're looking at the monastery and you're like, "Yep, okay, moving on."
Yep. That's nothing to hunt.
Lena
Killian.
looks down and it's like, I'm trying to remember something. Killian pushes her off a cliff. I forget now.
You are, you're generally aware of dwarves, right? So
They exist.
they exist. They typically have societies, beards, but cities and societies that dwell underground. Presumably, there may be a secret underground, cavern system or something here. It's not too far out the realm of possibility. And you may be more likely to find a dangerous creature running around underground than you are out here.
Dwarves, known for their beards, their underground complexes, and their hazardous doorways. Seriously, they'll take your forehead off.
Also, probably their ale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can find some pre-calamity booze again. But more than anything, I'd imagine if there's something skittering around and that's big and worth a fight, probably be hiding in old ruins. And dwarves
possibility of a fight and possibility of old pre-calamity drinks.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good combination.
Go get him. He pushes Len off the cliff.
You jerk! Wings out, flies back up.
I can imagine she's wings out, just floats down like a paper airplane, flipping him off as she goes.
Yep.
Killian will fall down the cliff at his own pace.
Okay. So let's go for Survival. I'd say survival.
Okay.
You're looking for some signs, presumably of, anywhere you can enter underground,
Could
right?
could Lena in theory do a perception if she's like taken to the air and just kind of giving a bird's eye view?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'll happily do that. Take a look around. 12. Do I see anything that looks promising
16.
that I can point him at?
Nice.
So you are flying. Hmm. There are probably just roll a d20 for me. Let's just see
Okay.
if, because this wouldn't be difficult to see if you're in the right spot.
I might not be in the right spot. That's a 7. Unless you're going lucky number 7, I don't know.
Giving a look around, perhaps on like several other different parts of the um, mountain, you notice worked stone versus natural stone, as if like there are either parts of structures or structures just kind of scattered throughout the entire mountain. Given what you can see, you can't really pinpoint an entrance, but you can see various different locations of worked stone.
Hey, there's some stuff down here.
Of course, there's stuff. There's stuff everywhere.
I'll take a closer look.
There you go. I'll slide down the.
Yeah, no. So it's not like you have to go very far at all. Like this stuff really is it's basically just scattered. Um, it takes you maybe a few minutes. You can find a visible section of worked stone. You can kind of like uh, try to dig it out a little bit, see if you can see any edges that gives any indication of is this part of a building or is this just lying here. Um, After a minute, you can kind of get the outline of it and um, get your hands on it and kind of move it, indicating that it's just a chunk of stone that happened to land here. Um, so it may be a safe assumption, may not, that anything below, uh, immediately below or in the vicinity of the monastery, may just be rubble from whatever battles were here long ago.
There's a lamp in the snow next to Killian.
Yep. Sorry, one sec.
Yeah, I don't know about being too close to the monastery, because if anything fun to fight was here, they probably would have fought it or driven it off already, right?
I mean, probably.
Unless we get lucky.
Yeah, or unless there's something that's like hiding around and eating the scraps they throw over the wall.
Oh, interesting.
But it's
Kinda
probably
like
not going to be too big.
Yeah, it's probably the equivalent of like a fox going for the chickens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hit. Yeah, that definitely hit.
You know the Marvel Hulk and Thor, where they're just both standing there and Hulk just goes.
Yep. Flies off to the side, rolls in the snow, gets up, grabs a bunch of snow, packs it into a ball,
Of course.
and then goes to slam it into Killian's face. Not throw, just slam.
slam.
Just, just head in the snow, feet in the air.
Yep. I'll haul him out. Come on, let's go see if there's anything more fun to fight.
I feel hydrated.
You can make your way further from the monastery. From the vantage point, Lena, you did see, several peaks, peak's the right word, where there may be stone there as well. So you head in the direction of one. So, obviously there's no clear entrance to anything, but this peak is about maybe about a 20-minute walk away from the monastery itself, and the kind of angle and positioning of this, it would be quite difficult for this piece that you found to be rubble. Something would had to have blown up the building to get rubble this far away. So it seems like this could be a good spot, and now you just need to find a way in.
Right. I'm gonna start. Is it like big stone blocks? Just go
Yeah,
around
so
the thing.
there's snow, there's regular earth and stone, and then like kind of sticking out of that is like this one kind of it's like, from what you can see of it, it's like a semicircular stone piece. You can kind of just barely make out like the top top edge of it, but you only see about maybe a foot and a half of it, like a foot and a half square of it.
Well, I don't really feel like digging, so if we can't find a way in, we might need to find another lump somewhere. Right. I'm gonna climb up on top of it.
Okay. Yep. So you climb up on top. You're able to kind of, kick and shove some of the snow out of the way, and some places it's kind of the packed, it's really packed earth and rock and stone, and in some places you can see, the actual work stone beneath it. It, a rough outline, you only have a few sample points, but it does look like a circular structure beneath you.
Mm-hmm. If it clears the snow faster, can I stand at one edge of it, pull out my spear and thunderwave?
Sure.
Just across it. No trapdoors or windows or anything like that? If I ground underneath the snow with the spear or anything?
So you're able to clear all the snow off. That's no problem. It probably shakes away a lot of loose rocks and dirt as well. You begin to see, not only is it a circular structure, but there appears to be a passage that extends further out past it. So like you begin to see that the structure, it's this circle structure, the passageway heading back in the direction of the monastery.
Is it like an escape tunnel, or
Maybe.
so? As a side, is there like have we found an entrance to it, or is it just the kind of outline from the outside?
It's kind of like there's actual like stone and rock on top of it. So like this may have once been fully underground.
Mm-hmm. So
and it's kind of eroded away over the years.
So basically, I'm standing on top of the apex of a semicircle stuck in the ground, not a cylinder that I am like at the top of a tower.
Right, right. Yeah.
I thought that there was like a cylindrical top of tower sticking up
Oh,
from the
no,
ground,
no,
and
no,
I was on
sorry.
like the flat side. No, okay,
No, no, no.
okay,
Sorry.
that's fine.
I may have just misdescribed it.
Okay,
Sorry.
As a side
in
note,
that case,
where's that like big rock brick that we saw the first time? Like, where's that relative?
So I'm just going to use this because it's given me the rough idea. So I would say the general area of like down here below the structure is where you'd see most of the loose rock pieces. You could even catch a few like over here. And then I would say that the structure that we're looking at is like over in this general direction.
ooh, okay. In that case, I'm gonna like point away from the monastery, following this once tunnel, I guess.
Mhm.
Go that way and see where it comes up.
I mean, can we just break into it?
How good were dwarves at stonework? I'm eyeing the mortar.
Is that an in-character question?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's like, it's kind of their thing, but I mean, it's old.
It's old. Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Worth a try.
Come over here.
All right.
Go find that like one of the like larger like brick rocks, like a decent sized one,
Yeah, sure.
like maybe even bolder if possible.
Okay.
Like how big do they get? I should ask.
There are some that are taller and wider than Killian.
Cool. Gonna find one of those. Go. Okay, you get on one side. I get on the other.
Okay. I'll go on the one side.
And like moving like a couch, we're gonna like move it over to where that like top of the stonework is, like the quote unquote ceiling of whatever we're standing on, or roof, and we're just gonna like 1, 2, 3, and throw it in the air and let it smash down on that spot.
Dual strength check. For athletics.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'll toss a rage on that for advantage.
Well, if you're both doing it, it's already right.
Well, if
Like
one
the
of us is
assistance.
giving the help action to the other, then only that one rolls at advantage.
Gotcha.
I don't know how
Depends
you
what
want
you're
to
looking
roll
for, I
that
guess.
one.
Yeah.
Because
So-
so I'll give advantage to Lana statistically.
Yeah. That's what I figured to go with, anyways. Because
Okay.
yeah, it just makes sense. I don't think
do
how 2 strength scores, then I'd have to like average it out, and then it would be worse. I don't know.
So, do you want athletics or just raw strength?
Athletics. Oh, that's fine.
1,
Okay.
2.
3. 24.
Really?
Yeah, I rolled very average there. I rolled a 10 and 11.
I was expecting at least in the 30s.
Nah, not today, it seems.
So the piece that you've chosen is unfortunately, it's very unwieldy. But your combined strength, you do get it, hefted into the air a little bit, and it comes back down with this loud, deafening thud. Just kind of reverberates down through the mountain range. There is no visible indication of where it landed, or sorry, of damage where it landed. However, where this room kind of meets that passage, there's like a shifting and cracking.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's give it one more time. I have an idea though. Here, give me your spear.
No.
Give me your fist.
Tell me your idea, and then I'll use the spear.
Make some handholds.
In the
big rock. We lift it up again and we smash it down again. Where the
I don't think that's gonna change anything. Let's just lift it and drop it again.
You get a better grip on it.
The grip was fine.
The GM described it as unwieldy.
I'm not using my spear to chisel rock.
Then use your
That-
fists.
That's fair.
I'll use your face.
What's an explorer pack? Hold on.
Backpack, bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days rations,
No
water
pittance.
skin,
Damn
and rope. Nope, that's, I think Dungeoneers.
Fine, let's just do it again.
Let's just do it again. Try to crack a rock again.
Okay.
This time with Moxie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
7.
There we go.
Boom. This time, you give it a good toss into the air. You two have no business throwing this massive boulder as high into the air as
Okay,
you
this
do.
time we put it above our heads, and then with our legs, toss it.
It sails up through the air, and it takes a good second for it to come back down and crash once more. Um, do you throw it in the same spot?
Aiming to?
You said there was cracks further along the thing, right?
Yeah, more towards like where it seemed to meet up with the tunnel.
Yeah, Killian said
I
earlier we can aim
misunderstood
for
that.
that.
I misunderstood that. I thought the cracks were at the spot. Yeah, no. Okay. So yes, aim at the cracks.
Okay. Lands there with a massive thud, and you see the splintering and cracking of rock as just the sheer force of this massive boulder comes down on it, and it hits, and the whole thing kind of sinks a little bit further into the ground, like the edge of it. Stone doesn't do that, so
Mm-hmm.
you may have punctured a hole into whatever this was.
I really think that could be some sort of festival game. Pick up a boulder, see how far you can toss it.
Like into the mud.
Maybe into the mud.
Yeah, you see
But
how
I think
deep
it'd
it
be more
goes.
fun if there was something breakable in the way.
Like Bastion.
Oh yeah. Hey Bastion, catch. Come on, let's go see
you
what
see,
we've
you-
broken into.
You put Bastion in like a muddy field, so you throw it, and even if he catches it, he still goes like into the earth like he's a nail.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Let's go poke around the
so
thing
how do we get
broken.
in?
Can we get in?
We seem
If
to have
we,
fucked it up.
Can we haul rocks out of the way, or is this bad?
So, you can try and lift the rock and see what's happened.
Yep.
Alright.
One.
Between the two of you, I guess, yeah, it's not too difficult.
Yee!
You lift the rock up, kind of set it aside, and you have there's a hole that leads down into this chamber. This smell, this musty smell, kind of sweeps out as you pull the boulder free. This it's tomb-like. This reeks of death and mustiness, and
Smells like dead people farts.
but yes, there is a hole big enough to squeeze your way down into. You can, when you're looking down, what you can immediately see is, mostly it's like right at the front of what this chamber would be. It kind of opens out a little ways, away from the monastery, and then towards the monastery, it looks like it converges into a pathway heading down some direction.
I'm first. He jumps in.
We'll jump in immediately after.
Okay. And quickly make your way down, landing without any problem. There is only the light that you have opened up into here. So you cannot see everything.
Give me a second. Killing flicks on the Balder lantern.
Okay. You light it up, and you were able to kind of take in your surroundings. There is, this is the workstone outer wall. Looks damaged. Whatever you were doing, it definitely did some damage. It just didn't show on the outside that much.
Seems like someone's been reckless with the architecture recently.
The floor beneath you looks like it was once this ornately carved stone, perhaps even painted in some spots, but is long worn away with time. The room itself is not terribly big. I'd say it's roughly 25, 30 feet around, give or take.
This must be like a whole coliseum for dwarves.
And there's scattered rubble. The walls are damaged. Some of the ceiling, there's like chunks that have fallen out. And in the middle of this room are three words escape me.
Dragons.
Actually, you know what? I can just move you so you can see what's going on. Because I don't know why I cannot think of this word right now.
Tombs.
It's specific.
Sepulcher?
Sarcophagus.
I think it's that one. That one. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what I was going for.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Because it is. It's this kind of very ornately, these very ornate stone sarcophagi. A lot of inscriptions, words. What languages do you know? Do you know Dwarvish?
No.
Common, Valiant, Draconic.
Okay.
No
So
Dwarvish.
it is in a script you are not familiar with. Just a jumble of
Elvish.
blah to you. But notably, there is an axe on one, axe, a hammer, and a morning star on the third.
Mm-hmm. Slashy, smashy, and pokey. I can read the dwarven runes.
Really?
Hold on.
Really?
Yeah.
You feel.
I wouldn't say that a mace is pokey. It's got spikes on it, but really it's more smashy.
Hold on,
You
I
feel a
something.
sudden drop in temperature in the room.
Killing stuff. Oh yeah, we did just open a big hole into the outside, didn't we?
Yeah. Probably letting the wind in.
Make a perception check.
What's that smell?
Looking around and just, I think the tunnel goes back that way if we want to keep looking. I don't think there's going to be any ancient booze in here.
Ilian, you turn to listen to Lena, and you see this spectral axe rise up, ready to strike down on Lena.
First one to bleed's a rotten egg.
Sorry, what?
Do you tell her?
No.
That's what he says.
Doesn't sound like it.
He makes
That's
some sort of
disadvantage.
alarm, assumedly in a manner that would make her at least generally aware, but he's not going to say, hey, there's something behind you.
She wouldn't believe him. I don't know that Lena notices anything unless you want to reroll on the perception based on like alarm, but
You're good.
I'll take
Hey,
it.
Lena, you're about to get murdered by a ghost with an axe right behind you.
Funny.
So
I'm gonna turn to walk towards the.
I'm okay. We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Uh-huh.
It's
Woo!
not gonna be full surprise,
It is for me.
but you're definitely getting hit, Lena.
I mean, generally, like, if in surprises usually for like people who like aren't prepared for combat. If there's someone who like heard something rustling in the bushes and then something jumps out at them, even if they're really good itself, that's not technically a surprise.
That's why I was
Yep.
like, how do I
Surprise.
interpret what Killian is saying to Lena right now? Because is she
Yeah.
actually ready to turn around and swing? But then again, Lena is always ready to turn around and swing. So that's kind of
Oh, actually, on that, this is the first combat we've done since leveling up.
Mhm.
As when I say haha very funny and turn to walk towards the thing, I catch a glimpse out of it, the corner of my eye. And if I'm surprised, I can take the dodge action.
that's right.
Otherwise, I take a swing.
Hold on, I should have advantage on my initiative now.
Oh, you
Yeah.
should roll again.
Nah. 17 it is.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
So, up to you. Am I surprised? Because if so, dodge action.
We can go ahead and go for it. Make use of your ability. Because technically, I think, yeah, this would be surprise.
Just be surprised
okay.
on me as well.
You saw it.
All right.
You just didn't say anything to Lena.
Yeah, it's just I have this too.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Oh, right. That's because surprise isn't the same as unseen attacker.
Mhm.
Surprise is technically you roll initiative, but you don't get to take your first turn in the first round.
right.
I thought you can't take actions, but you can move, or is that something else?
Okay. It might just be action.
I think that's it, right? Just move.
Yeah. You can't
Yeah,
take actions,
okay.
and therefore you can't take reactions until
Yep.
the end of your turn.
Yes. Because that's how surprise works. Unseen attacker is the thing that grants advantage. They often go hand in hand, but not always.
Not always.
Surprise round counts if you get like sucker punched in the street,
Yeah.
even if you see the guy coming. So basically, if I'm reading that right, if I'm surprised, then I can take the dodge action on the first, like, immediately after initiative, and then act as normal on my turn.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
you may only take the dodge action on this extra turn. Yep.
So, dodge action. So,
So-
immediately dodge.
disadvantage.
Between Flight of the Valkyrie and Feral Instinct, we can't be surprised.
Yes.
Not meaningfully.
Well, not meaningfully. I can be surprised, but
Then she
oh,
doesn't
I got
get
that little prickle at the back of my neck that's like, ooh, tense.
Well, I have to say, we can technically be surprised, but you can act normally, and I can act normally. So
Yep.
we're effectively not, unless someone has a crit on surprise.
We are always prepared for a fight.
Mhm.
Always.
Yes. Okay, come on, sheet open.
Which, to be fair, us wandering into a random tomb to find something to fight is a hell of a way to introduce these two concepts. Because we both just got them.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. So it makes its attack against you at disadvantage.
Mhm.
This one is the Morning Star. They
Okay.
each seem to be bearing one of the signature weapons on the, I'm just say tombs in front of you. 13.
See, piercing.
No. Where the hell did these come from? Sorry.
Killen just like vaguely gestures to the tombs.
Fair enough.
The one with the hammer immediately goes to make an attack against you, Killian.
I thought, wouldn't my turn be first?
The Morning Star one acted out of combat, I think.
Ah.
Yeah.
His turn is number 9.
Um, yeah, okay. Whatever. Attack.
Ah.
You expect the impact, and you feel the impact of it hit you, but it continues and like passes through you, and kind of you feel this. It's jarring to have the weapon like pass through your body.
That
It
is a
hurts your
booming
head.
brain.
Ah, headache hammer. Stop that.
Killian.
I'll fucking stab a ghost.
Hmm.
And he's going to rage.
Oh yeah.
3. Hold on a second. We leveled up last time a bit ago.
Yeah.
Okay, no. I was still waiting on my rest thing. Yep, so I wouldn't have full hit dice quite yet, but either way. You know what? Because we're so close quarters, he's gonna do tail. For the rage.
Okay.
And he is going to make one. He's going to move over to here. He's gonna make a tail attack against the one behind Lana.
Okay. As your tail flies out at him, you see his form begin to like shudder and shift.
Ooh. All right.
Okay.
Melee attack specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right. Well, either way, and if I'm correct, hold on, I'm gonna just click this so I remember how my thing works. Allies within 5 feet. Perfect.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do double advantage with reckless.
Woohoo! All right.
Boop.
All right. So you pierce out into the form. You feel the pressure of the impact. You've damaged it, but it's constant shifting and the phasing. It didn't hurt it as much as you had hoped for, but you still hit it. Okay.
And then going to. Oh, and just to let you know, my stuff is considered magical.
Yep.
And then going to go for the single advantage strike on the. Let's do the same one. What was this thing? Okay, yeah, I'll do the same one. I'll do the same one.
Okay.
Boop.
Alrighty. Yep. That hits as well. 13 down to 6.
And then, just because I want to use so I can maybe use my rest later. I'm going. No, I already used my bonus action. My bad.
Rage.
Rage. Then in that case, that'll be my turn. I'm gonna also have my shield out.
Yep, makes sense. Okay, the one that just took the 2 hits, you see his form uh, solidify more. There's still these spectral dwarven warrior forms, more solid than what you'd imagine for like a ghost. They're definitely more solid. They're more tangible. You could almost, when you hit it with the tail, you could almost feel the metal that they perhaps wore in life. So it takes its morning star and makes 2 attacks on Lena.
Still disadvantage.
Still disadvantage, yes.
Hasn't been my turn yet. Nope.
That was a good roll, though.
It was a good roll. Yes.
Man.
I don't even have my shield on.
And it floats over towards its tomb. Lana. Yeah.
I'm gonna go, right, I wasn't gonna loot your tombs, but now that you've made it personal and attacked us, I think it's owed.
I'm at least gonna slap your skeleton.
Yep. I'm gonna aim at the one that's taken a couple of hits, and pull out the spear, 2 hands, and...
Okay. You see it do a similar thing. What?
Wait, do I still have the dragon glass longsword?
I don't think Bastion would have taken it back.
So I still have that.
Or did Killian have it?
Killian would not have it.
Yeah,
then
Bastion...
I think you do.
Okay.
At the very least, we can at least fudge that. Bastion forgot to get it back from you until now.
Yeah.
Yep. Is it the same to hit as the Dawn Longsword? I think it is. Yes, it is. The only thing is that the Dawn Longsword has radiant damage on it. So like ignore the second roll on this. I'm just gonna click it because I don't have it set up where I just have the Dragon Glass, but I want to use that because I got a hunch that this might pierce them a little bit better. So let's go. 22 to hit. 15 slashing.
So once more, you see as the weapon begins to fall on him, his form begins to phase and shift.
Which one is that?
He took a turn, so he can use it again.
Ah, good point.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be back. Anyhow,
but yes, 22 hits, and the dragon glass sword does appear to, fully damage the spectral form in front of you. It seems unfazed by the phasing.
Yep. Okay, and second attack in that case. 27, 15 slashing damage. I rolled 4 damage both times.
Yep. 1 slash, you quickly bring it around for a second. As you strike across its form, it kind of just vanishes in a wisp of spectral smoke.
Right. And with that, just circle around, pin this guy between us, grin across at Killian. Not what I had in mind, but something to fight.
Yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Then the last spectral dwarven fighter will kind of just float clear through his own tomb over to you and make some attacks against you with his great axe. So 1, 2.
Ooh. hit, but the crit is discounted because of adamantine plate armor.
Yes, it is.
Also, -3 slashing damage on each of those. So I take 6 plus 9 is 15. And then 12 minus 3 is 9 again, plus 8. What is 17? Okay. 15, 17, hefty chunk of damage.
Yeah.
But I'm okay.
Yeah. You resisted quite a bit of it, but yeah. Pretty solid. And it's yeah, no, I think it's good there. Because its fellow fighter is next in combat. And it will join its ally in attacking Glenna.
Oh, Killian's right there and everything. Okay.
And it makes 2 swings.
Okay, hit and a miss. So 6 bludgeoning and 8 psychic is 13? No, wait. No,
14.
brain 14, yes. Ouchie. Okay.
Helion.
This one.
Mhm.
Which tomb does he coincide with?
Hammer.
Hammer. All right. Killian's gonna give a smile towards that one.
Mhm.
Take a step forward. He's going to spit on its tomb.
Okay.
He is then going to hold his action, and he's gonna take a step back, giving a goading motion.
You see the anger in his face as you see him.
You can't have disadvantage from me spitting on the grave.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, yeah, because I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure he really wants to take that shot. Yeah, no, he'll take that.
All right, that's A, his reaction.
Mm-hmm.
B, that hits. C, counterattack.
Yep. So. Nice, the damage negated. That hurts.
So that'd be 40.
Yeah.
44.
44, actually, yeah.
Yeah, twice plus the hit die.
And I top off for temp HP.
He swings this big hammer down on you as you quickly, are able to dodge the blow and strike.
If possible, I want to like smack the tail into his elbow and cause his hammer to smack him in his own face.
Sure.
Yay.
His form kind of tumble backs as kind of like it looks to be barely holding together after that ridiculous hit.
I was like, hold on, if I take an opportunity attack from these guys, they can't do their damage resist. Hold on, if I'm taking an opportunity attack, I can set that up.
You can.
Alright, that was my action, however, because I did have to hold that action.
Mm-hmm.
I think... I'll jump up on this guy's grave, just for fun.
Yeah, okay.
Just to be standing on it, hopefully he diverts some attention.
Mm-hmm.
From the squishy sister.
Lena.
I'm fine. Gonna turn around and take a swing at this one with the dragon glass.
The glowing green bar below your head says otherwise.
I'm fine! So that's gonna be 24 to hit, 15 slashing damage again! What's the consistency?
You barely even have to look as you swing and catch the spectral form, and it too vanishes in a puff of smoke.
I loosened that jarhead for you.
Yeah, let me loosen this one. And I'm going to take a swing at this one in front of me.
Yep.
17 doubled this time.
Continue the motion and strike out at the one in front of you. Yeah, 17 hits. Or, sorry,
Bonus.
29 hits, 17 damage.
Yeah, 17 doubled probably because Dragon Glass.
Oh, sorry. You
Is
did
it
attack.
not doubled? Yeah,
Face.
okay, face. There we go. 17.
Doubled been halved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
double that.
Yep, okay. He phased. Right. And I'm going to second wind. Get 14 back. And screw it. I'm going to action surge.
Oh.
And 2 more attacks on this one. 28 to hit, 19 slashing.
Yeah. Attack connects. 19.
Yep.
You see the swarm's still floating there in front of you. Angry.
23 to hit, 15.
You see this snarl on his face as he looks like he's ready to ready his axe to strike at you. Your blade cuts through his form, and for a moment, his face relaxes as he vanishes in a puff of smoke as well. The room settles. It grows quiet.
Good fight, shortstops. He's gonna walk over to this tomb, knock on it, it's like, and just like put his mouth to it, and like both hands to like he cups his hands around his mouth to like put more voice into it. He's like, "Hey, I didn't mean it. It was just for the fight. We're cool, right? Okay, cool."
As you're talking, you look up and you see their forms reappear once more.
Oh, round 2.
Hello again.
Except they don't look ready to fight. The look on their face says, they are happy and proud of the battle they just had. They each give you a nod as they collect together. Their forms come together, and as the spectral bodies leave, you see kind of this spectral belt begin to form on the ground. And once the last of the spectral energy disappears, you see an actual belt remaining on the ground.
Oh.
Good show, boys. Killian kind of like smacks Lena's shoulder. See, you can bring me to the afterlife just fine. You did it with them.
Yeah, it would be just like you to die, come back as a ghost for one last fight, and
Oh,
then
I'll
go on.
ghost kick your
Oh,
ghost
yeah.
ass.
Oh, you would try.
Yeah. Killian
So,
pokes
let's see
one
what
of the
this thing
wounds.
is. He slaps his hand away. Pick up the belt.
It is a
I've got no idea what this is.
it's this leather and gold belt that comes together in this giant like belt buckle of a dwarven helmet.
I doubt it's the second piece of your daddy's ensemble, so.
No, I'm pretty sure your uncle has that. Besides, not really my style. I'm gonna throw it at Killian's chest. Oh, he's BRB.
Well,
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Mhm.
What was the last thing I said?
I throw the belt at your chest. It's not really my style.
He catches it and looks at it.
it reeks of magic.
And you think it's mine?
Flashy, gaudy,
Earned in combat.
frankly, a little bit overmuch. Besides, you're already decorating your belt with things. Might as well put it on a belt that's already decorated.
He'll kind of like yell to the doom, "Hey, no making me stronger, okay? It's aesthetic."
Look, if you don't want to wear it, hang it on your wall.
He will try it on.
Okay. Whatever powers it may hold does not make itself immediately known to you.
You better be practical.
Quite.
I like this lamp. Makes things invisible. Not invisible. Makes it even. None
Nice.
of this. None of her gloves shit, okay?
Nice fumble. Come on, let's go see if they stored any casks anywhere.
Maybe there's more ghosts.
Maybe. Frankly, I wouldn't mind fighting something with a little more substance. I want something to drag back.
Okay. You can turn and you see the path. It's kind of this long, dark corridor. Marching order, actually.
Is there one?
Probably Killian first.
I need to know who's in front.
Killian.
Killian will probably do the sniffing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's got the lantern.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is not a wide tunnel. You could probably go side by side, but there would be
Elbow.
it would be a ridiculous amount more shoving than there already is.
Mm-hmm.
Just two shoulders just along the sides.
Basically. So, Killian in front, sniffing out for anything that might be coming your way. The tunnel goes for only a little ways, and it ends in this staircase that heads down. It's not a terrible long ways, maybe 2 flights at most. You can see the end of it as the corridor continues.
Lucky thing they built these so tall, for dwarves.
Yeah. Killian has his neck tilted. Doorways aren't nice, though.
Nah.
Well,
better than walking down this, fully stooped over.
Well, so, humans we build our houses 8-10 feet up, right? They build theirs up nice for luxury, so it fits you. You're probably almost dragging your head, but you can make your way through comfortably.
It's the doorways that hurt.
Yeah.
Downstairs we go.
Okay.
Killian
Make
stops.
a dexterity saving throw.
As this happens, Killian stops and thinks about what kind of noise Bastion would make if he pushed him down these stairs.
Okay.
Is this anything Killian sees coming? Could I make a perception check to determine that?
I don't think you would see it coming. I don't think there's any way to just see it. So
let me double check. Things you can see, such as traps and spells. Okay. So regular dex save.
It is a trap, but like I said, there's no way to see it coming. Anyways,
It says, it does say blind, deafened, or incapacitated, but
yep. Just make a dexterity saving throw.
plain old dex save. 19.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You plant your foot firmly on the first step as you begin to head down, and you lift your foot, take the next step, and with your full weight on it, you feel the stair you're on kind of like depress slightly and begin to scratch forward on the stone, like tilting to an angle. You can jump back quickly as you see the whole stairs one by one just screeches and cracks and moans and folds into basically It's now a giant incline instead of stairs.
I thought I smelled shenanigans.
Huh. I look over his shoulder at it, and then I push him.
Cool. I grab you on the way down.
Is that another deck save?
That's another deck save to see how you guys hit the bottom.
Both of us? Let's
Fingers
go.
trapped, saves from it. Falls down trap anyways.
Yep.
He didn't fall down the trap, he was pushed.
Yep. And then I grab your fucking braid.
Yep. So, deck save from each of you. Yeah, you're too busy fighting at this point.
Yeah. It's on the way down.
Just rolling.
You each take 8 damage as you slam into the bottom.
Question:
It's not slashing damage, right?
This is bludgeoning.
Okay.
is this falling
It is.
damage?
It's kind of falling damage, yeah.
All
so,
right.
yeah.
I dig 4,
Half.
and I land
Yes.
on my feet.
Yeah, yeah. Ilian has a lot of advantages fighting not on solid ground on 2 feet.
Yep. He's a wild animal.
Mhm.
He will jump on things and grab things and tear around them like a wild child. It's great.
Okay. After it takes a moment for you two to stop fighting, you get your bearings once more as you see this the passage. Just it's almost a straight shot down for a good 100 feet or so as you make your way down. You can't quite make out the end. Traveling slowly down, you do eventually see a point where it looks like it starts to open up.
Gillian pulls himself up from the bottom of the stairs. Stomp, stop. Oh, hold on. Turns on the lantern again. Stop.
Okay, so do you continue down the hallway?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. You make your way down to forward to where it opens up, and it's just this small chamber with other paths that head out to presumably different parts of the mountain of where there could be structures here. Several of them are damaged and caved in, and you can't really make your way through there.
As we go, I'm going to strap my shield on just in case.
There essentially is 3 paths to go. The way you came in, the way like straight ahead of the direction you're already going, and then one direction that's kind of slightly off to the right of the direction you were already heading.
Let's go off to the side. Might be a storage room. If we are assuming that straight ahead is back to the monastery, then we'll go that way afterwards.
Hold on. I got a fun way to do this. He's gonna just go pick up 2 like random bits of like pebble rock debris. I imagine if this place is in as much disrepair as that first room.
Mhm.
And he's just gonna take both and just like roll them down each hall as hard as he can and see if the sound makes anything interesting.
Okay, so the one straight ahead, you toss it, you hear the clack, 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 as if it's the solid walkway down pretty far, and eventually you hear it like hit a wall or something, and there's a lot of clattering before it settles.
Wait, hold on. Can you make things glow, or is that Bastion?
I think that's Bastion. Yeah, that's Bastion.
All right, next rock.
Yep, you throw this one, and it clacks, clacks, and then there's like a little bit of a wait, and it clacks, and it sounds like it's getting further away and harder to hear, almost as if it dropped. And you hear a clack, 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 and then there's a little thud, a very dull thud, as if it landed in some not stonework some distance down.
That either exit out into snow, or just landed on some sort of creature that's gonna come up and get mad at us for littering.
Let's go take a look.
Which one?
Well, the one that sounded more interesting. To the side.
Well, that one goes way down, so when we go the other one, so we can go the other way too.
I really don't understand what you just said.
I threw the rock that way, and it sounded like it fell and went really far down.
Doesn't mean that we need to go far down. We can just see if there's a hole and what's around it.
We'll head toward that way then.
If we need to, I can fly us across it.
Okay, so you're heading to the one slightly to the right that heads down. Yep. So you can, enter the hallway. It goes for only 10, 15 feet before you do reach the top of some stairs. It looks like it's a flight of stairs, then perhaps like another maybe 10, 15 feet of straightway. Then there's more stairs down past that.
Killian preemptively grips a strap on Lena's armor.
What?
Just in case.
I'm not gonna throw you down there.
He looks at her and blinks like, I don't believe you for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I'll make more
Frog.
crunching noises on this one.
Yeah, the crunching noises weren't the point.
And there's nothing else in the hallway but the stairs?
Yeah, currently it's just like this narrow hallway and the stairs going down. Some of the stonework above has crumbled away, and you can see some of the more natural dirt and rock. But yeah, otherwise it's just a straightforward tunnel at this point.
There, if it makes you feel better, I'm gonna peel Killian's hand off of the armor strap, wings out, and fly down the stairs, and just land at the bottom.
Okay, so you fight on the first set. There's small pathway, second set of stairs, small pathway, third set of stairs. At the end of the third set of stairs. Oh, Killian has the lantern. Did you take the lantern?
I was gonna say.
Oh, you know what? I wouldn't go out of the lantern's range in that case. I assume first flight of stairs, stop at the pathway, and wait for Killian to walk down.
Does it keep going?
Looks like.
Sure you don't
Lantern closer.
You sure you don't want to check the other one first? It's down like the rock hit a wall.
Fine, let's go check the other one first.
Yeah. Go check the other way.
Okay. You head back up the stairs.
Well, Lena does.
Flap.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, fly. Yeah.
Mhm.
You go down the hall that was straight ahead, away from where you entered. It goes down. It doesn't go down. It goes straight ahead for some distance until it comes to it's another staircase, and you can see kind of the pebble had probably hit into one of the the bottom stair and bounced against the wall a couple times, and you can find the rock that you threw basically. It's the staircase that leads up.
Oh look, more stairs, not a wall.
Sounded like one fuck you. Alright, fine, we go down. Dragons are like deep in caves, right?
Probably.
Good enough for me.
Alright. Go down the
Okay.
stairs.
Backtrack again. Down the first flight, down the second flight.
Look, Eric, whenever there's multiple flights of stairs in a subterranean space, we get a little nervous.
That's fair. I've tried to limit it to just 3.
Yep.
At the end of the third
Thank
one,
you.
most of the chunk of this wall, of the right wall, is missing, and you can see kind of this tunnel. Something has tunneled its way through into here.
Ooh.
And you see kind of like partway through the stone and into the wall, like it is burrowed clear through the stone, eaten all the way through it, and then further into the ground. You imagine that is where your rock went. There is, maybe about the last 2 steps of the stairs looks like is a massive cave-in, probably caused by the damage of this burrowing. There's no way further down except for these 2 burrowed holes, just big enough for you two to squeeze down.
Oh, something dug through here, and I don't think it was a really determined dwarf.
Huh. So, do we want to go check it out? If it wasn't a dwarf that made it, then I don't think there's going to be any, I don't think there's going to be any dwarven ale at the end of it.
No, but you need muscles to dig, and muscles are edible.
You know? I'm going to assume that's the case, though I know some animals you probably shouldn't eat.
That sounds
whatever,
like
we'll
quitter
feed it.
talk.
We'll feed it to you first and see if you keel over.
That's good.
Alright.
You put me right back in, though. I'm not dying to that.
I can stop the dying from happening for a little bit, long enough to get to Bastion.
Maybe I'd rather die.
I'm telling you, that's the best I can do. So, let's
Give
go.
me Nemia first.
Okay, fine. I'll ask Nemia first. Gonna start going down the hole.
And then L'Oreal.
Which hole?
And then Chili.
The one that heads kind of like more through the stairs and down, or the one that came through the wall?
Ooh, do you want to go down, or do you want to go wall?
Can Killian maybe do a survival check to see if he smells anything going one way or the other, or maybe perception?
Make a perception check, yeah, that's reasonable.
Wait, hold on, what does the White Wolf Clip do? Ah, there we go.
Yeah, go for it, yeah, advantage. That's enough. So, looking at the stairs, you can see marks of something scratching against it. You can see the directionality. It went, whatever burrowed through here, came through the wall and then went down. Like it specifically went in that direction. And there's no visible signs of it making a return trip. Giving like a listen, you did throw the rock down there. You hear slight shuffling. It's ever so faint, but you can hear it in the hole that goes down.
Something moving down there. It probably hears us.
Well, it's not going to surprise us. We're not going to surprise it, but that we hit harder.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Don't get eaten.
Oh, you too.
I eat things first.
Alright, down we go as I try to remember certain things that I forgot I had. Okay.
Okay. Who's first?
Killian.
Probably Killian.
Okay. Killian, it's big enough that you can fit through, yet small enough that you can actually brace yourself against the walls so you can control your descent.
Ooh.
It is more straight down than anything. So
actually,
yes.
As a side thing, since we kind of knew what we were getting into, could he have done his bestial soul to get climb speed on the way in?
Sure.
Because I generally assume it was enough for like a short rest.
Yeah.
Sure. Or is that long?
That's fair. That's fine.
All right.
That's fine. So yeah, it becomes much easier for you. You after you don't know how long, maybe a minute of climbing your way down this thing, you poke your head through to try and see what you can see. And you see this massive mouth filled with just rows and rows of teeth snap out at you as soon as you show your face.
He snaps
Uh,
back.
It's like that's all the time I've got actually. So.
You get to see what the monster is at least.
Sure.
Hmm.
He's only partway done, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think we would get to this. I had it just in case you just like blew clear through the ghosts in like 10 seconds.
We didn't like.
We could have. I forgot Divine Wrath that whole fight.
Oh.
So, I'll send you the thing I was going to use for it. But yeah, that's our time.
Okay.
All right. Well, till next time when we pick this up, have other people feel like, where the fuck are those two?
I'm getting in trouble.
Till then.